Let's hit it. A week, like every other week, I went average for last week's Week 1 picks of the UFL. Turn this down real quick. And I did. I went 2-2. I picked every away team to win the game. St. Louis, San Antonio, Birmingham, and Michigan. Michigan and St. Louis did their thing. San Antonio got rocked by Arlington. And in a very close game, DC beat Michigan. Birmingham. So, it's kind of a weird turn now as we head into week 2 of the XFL. There's one game tonight, there is one game tomorrow, and there are 2 on Sunday, just like week 1. I want to go over each of them. I'll say where they are and what time Eastern and what station they are on. Fox plays for a good reason. They started off. Fox, I believe the time is 8 p.m. It is. It is tonight. It is Birmingham playing on the road against Michigan at Ford Field. Now, Michigan had a great game. Yes, that was Avenged Sevenfold. Michigan had a great game against Memphis last week. They basically put them up. They put them up and had a really, really hell of a good game against them. Birmingham had an okay performance. Their score last week, actually I can pull it up, 18-11. So they really actually had a good game. They put up some points. They lost by a touchdown and a 1-point try. Birmingham can bounce back from this, but Michigan has a bigger presence, I think, at Ford Field than any other team, besides maybe one that's playing at home. Wow, contrary to popular belief, I'm picking every other team this week. I picked all away last week. I'm picking all home this week after looking at the schedule real quick. Birmingham over Michigan. I'm picking Michigan, but if Birmingham does come back to take that week, oh well, whatever. I'm okay with it. There'll be a 1-1. Alright. Game 2, Saturday, 8 o'clock at night. DC hosts Memphis. This will be on ABC. I don't really see much coming out of this from Memphis. They did not have a good run. They lost by 14. Their defense got shut down pretty nice in most of their drives. I was able to see the game. And DC, like I said, they put up 18 on Birmingham, who's the returning champions. 3-peat champions, by the way. Who, by the way, doesn't do... Again, I don't know if I mentioned this in week 1. They don't have their coach from last year. They don't. Don't have him. Trust me. I gotta go DC. I gotta take DC in that game. 2 Sunday games, starting out with a 12 o'clock game on ESPN from Arlington as the Renegades host the Houston Roughnecks. I don't think the Roughnecks, they got trounced. What was it, 31-6. It's even better for me. 31-6. They gave up so many possessions. Same thing with San Antonio in their loss. And in that game, Arlington, for them, against San Antonio, had all the answers on both offense and defense. Houston needs to get their act together. They're really struggling. They have been the past couple of years. I don't see it working into their favor at all. I don't. I'm going Arlington for this game. That, again, is at 12 o'clock on ESPN. And at 6:30 on FS1, it is a repeat battle of the last 2 weeks of the XFL season, of the UFL season from last year. They played in the finals They played in the last. Sorry. They played in Week 10 and in the championship game for the XFL Conference. Brahmas, Battlehawks. I have to tell you, out of all of the possibilities for one of the biggest rivalries in the XFL Conference, that's it. Now, it's a 1-0 team playing at home against a 0-1 team. The score, what did they win by? 33-9. Arlington won last week, 33-9. That's a rough start for San Antonio. I do think, unfortunately for the Brahmas, history is going to repeat itself. If St. Louis has played the way they played Week 1 last week against these Brahmas, they can hold them. They can seriously hold them. And that's an issue. It's a big issue. Plus, St. Louis is at home. They rarely had a chance to outperform at home. I think they've won all but, one game at home last season? Correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, correct me, because I would like to go ahead and actually get my facts straight. But you know what I said last week. I'm going to say it again this week. Call is the call. I'm taking St. Louis. I'm picking every home team this week. The Friday night game tonight, Michigan over Birmingham. I'm picking for tomorrow's game, DC over Memphis. And for Sunday, Arlington to spank around Houston and St. Louis against San Antonio. If San Antonio has any issues in this game, it's going to be a long day for them. Trust me, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to pull out a win to tie things up in the conference. They don't win it here. St. Louis is sitting firmly in the driver's seat. Also, put it to you this way. Michigan beating Birmingham will put them firmly in the driver's seat in the USFL conference. Okay? Yeah, Arlington can be there too. DC can definitely be there with St. Louis. It's now going to have to figure out it's going to have to be, how can we get this to work? And who's going to be the top, who's going to be the middle, and who's going to be the bottom of each conference. We can have a possibility of 2-0 teams in the XFL conference, and a possibility 2-0 teams in the USFL conference, severely hurting the other team's chances. Put it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'll tell you why. I'm wrong. If St. Louis beats San Antonio, they jump to 2-0. If DC knocks off Memphis, they go to 2-0. If Arlington beats Houston, which I think is going to happen, they're going to go to 2-0. And San Antonio will be the bottom of that conference. I forgot, Arlington's not USFL, it's XFL. So put it to you this way. So if that's the case, and if Michigan wins, they go to 2-0. Birmingham drops to 0-2. Houston would drop to 0-2. And Memphis would drop to 0-2 should all home teams win this week. That puts only one team in the USFL conference firmly in the driver's seat. And that's Michigan. They would have to knock off Birmingham to do it, but I think they can. That game, I think, tonight will be the closest game we get. No offense. Closest game we get is that. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's crazy though. That's not. We could possibly see a 4 2-0 teams. 3 of them in one conference. 3 of them. That's insane. It's insane. And if everything works and all 4 home teams win, one team will be 2-0 in the USFL conference. Foot on the gas, not giving a damn. Their job will be to sit there and steamroll over every other team this season. And if Birmingham falls to 0-2 this week, you got to think, what was the reason for it? I don't know. Y'all don't know. You might know. Let me know in the comments. Again, I'm picking all 4 home teams. DC, Michigan, St. Louis, and Arlington. Lock them in for me, please. Thank you very much. If you enjoy these videos, which I hope you do, feel free to leave a like down there in the bottom. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell. I'll have more videos as they come out. Me and Rue TV, Ryan, we're trying to work something out. Your boy Johnny V, your main man Ryan over there, we're trying to work something out for getting a Fan Expo show preview idea ready for you guys. They just dropped this entire week guests. So many guests. We now have 35 in total. I believe, if I'm right, I think that's just celebrities alone. I'm gonna count real quick for you guys. I'm going to do a count here, and then I'll close the video out, because I mentioned this video, and now I want to talk about what I'm seeing. Can't believe Helen Hunt. Wow. All right, let's go over here to the spot where I can find guests, celebrities. I'm not going to go to all guests, because if all guests is the reason why we got 35, I kind of see why. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 35. 35 celebrities alone, guys. It's stacked. And your boy, the biggest heel in WWE right now, is one of the guests. I'm talking about John Cena. Which I have a picture with him up on my wall. I like it. Alright guys, like I said, hit the comment, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. It's free, it's fun, it's awesome. Hit the notification bell, set it to all, so every time my videos drop, you guys get notified. Let me know what you think in the comments. All 4 home teams getting locked in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I am out.